together and able to get her first win on our home court, I think that's the best feeling ever, and I think Coach feels good too. So it was a team effort, and it's just a good feeling overall.
It was a team effort, but you sure came out strong right from the opening tip. I didn't watch the first game. I just listened to Doug Ripley on the radios say maybe you were better in the second game than the first. Your thoughts on coming out strong right away?
That was something that Coach pressed this week for practice. Just keep attacking. Last game we didn't do too well attacking the basket, and I know this game we had to do that, especially that we beat them last year. So we had to come in with the mentality that this game is ours and this is our home court. So we weren't going to let them beat us our first game at home. So I think that was the mentality coming in and just attacking.
Asia, this is Harry Minnie, and just a quick question. Tell me about the difference between Coach Nikki and Coach Delisha. They seem to be a little different styles. Delisha's doesn't seem quite as, emotional as Nikki was. Tell me about the styles and how you've adjusted to the new coach.
Coach D, she's full of energy. I think her mindset is just feeding us confidence, like every day, especially like in practice. She's just feeding us confidence always. She talks to us like she I don't know how to put it. She's good with just talking to us. I'm not taking anything from any coach, but I don't know, the confidence level, she's able to build us up. So I think that building us up in practice, that's what made us come out and, start the game off like we did. And she pushes us when we're at practice too. So it's like the confidence and the push, like you just put it together, and I feel like we can be unstoppable.
Thank you.
Coach, go ahead.
Okay, so, tonight was a game that we knew we had to come in and win. We did not have the showing that we expected to have when we went down to play George Washington. Their zone bothered us. They kind of had us playing passive and on our heels. So when we came back home, we had to get back to the drawing board and really have a nice little come to Jesus conversation with ourselves, put the mirror in front of each one of us, coaches included, and we had to ask ourselves some hard questions. And we came out of it realizing that we all could give more and do more and pay attention to details a little bit more. And that's not the identity of who we are. So tonight we came out with a concerted effort of displaying who we are, leaving our legacy, starting our legacy for this 2020 season, and letting people know that we are here, we are serious, and the brand of basketball they are accustomed to watching will be on full display. Yes.
Coach, you got the simple and obvious question first. Just your feelings on getting your first win with the ODU Monarchs.
It was definitely a great feeling. The girls, they're so sweet and thoughtful. They had a confetti party and balloons for me when I walked in. I'm so glad they did not have water and Gatorade because I didn't mess my hair up. But outside of that, it was a tremendous win for all of us tonight. I don't take that victory on myself, even though it is my first win. It's for all of us.
I'm good.
Go ahead.
How do you think the team responded after not so, I guess, what you wanted in the last game? How do you think they responded in this one, and what are some of your takeaways from their performance tonight?
I think the team responded exactly how I expected them to. And I know we kind of created the narrative a little bit in terms of the intensity that we were coaching with in practice, and we weren't letting up for 1 minute. We were like a cage of ravenous pit bulls, when we were in practice, barking and nipping at any and everything that did not look the way that it's supposed to look. And they responded well to that. And they came out tonight, and when they get going, you really can just sit back and just watch, because they can coach themselves when they're playing with that type of intensity.
Any other questions for Coach Harry?
Yeah, Delisha, one thing, I know this is going to sound a little off topic, but looking at your coaching staff and yourself, the guys are in coats and ties, and you guys are sort of dressed for success. Is that just a style thing, or is that sort of part of your philosophy?
Well, we pride ourselves on being stylish people, but you know, we all played for a long time, and when you look good, you feel good. Or as players will say, when you look good, you play good. You know, and that's something that I'm always whispering to the players in their ear when they walk by with their uniform on. I'm like, you look good. You look good. You feel good. And they're like, I look good and I feel good. Perfect. Let's go hoop. Let's go have a good time today. But this was our first game, and we definitely wanted to leave a mark and make a statement. If we want the team to make a statement, we need to make a statement as a coaching staff, and we want to show people that we're professional and we're about our business. And this was their first time seeing us as a staff and as a team, uh, as new employees for Old Dominion University. So I wanted to make sure we had our best showing the first time that someone had an opportunity to see us.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to see you, Harry.
Nice to see you. We need to meet in person one day.
Yes, we do. Lunch on you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Coach, I had to leave after the third quarter so I could get back in time for the Zoom.
Okay.
But when I left, it was like Wayne, Young, and Mars had like, I don't know, just guessing around 70% of your points. Are you expecting that kind of thing, or are you hoping for a little more from other people chipping in more?
I'm expecting that from the three of them, but I'm also expecting more from others. You know, some of them, it's going to take them a little while to kind of find their rhythm. We're looking at all different types of lineups that we're putting out there. And I know with each passing game, everyone's going to get better and their production will be more efficient than what we're seeing right now. But I was very pleased with the fact that Wheezy, which is Asia Wayne, Wheezy, and then we had Amari, and then we have Vicky. You know, they had a solid performance tonight, but the crazy part about it is I think that they all could play even better than that, you know, because there was a lot of missed opportunities from easy layups or wide open uncontested jumpers. The way that we practice and the things that we work on, those are looks that I don't want them to miss.
Given the challenges of the off season and being able to practice beforehand, where do you think the team stands after 2 games? Just a kind of a status report of your team.
I still do not feel like we are where we need to be. We're not clicking on all cylinders at all. When you look at everything that we have been through since I took the job in April, we've had several people go through major surgeries that they really could still be out from, but we were very aggressive in their rehabbing. And I was very meticulous in what I would do every day in practice. And that's gotten us to a point where we're healthy. Then on top of that, you have COVID, and we put ourselves under 2 soft quarantines, not because anyone had anything, but just to be cautious. So the whole month of August we missed. So we had 5 players in practice at one point. So there was really not much that we could do. And just recently, before the George Washington game, we finally had our first 2 weeks of practice, if that, with 10 people in practice. So we're just now starting to gel and find a rhythm as a team. It's been a long, tumultuous road, but we have traveled it well, and we've been traveling it together. And I know that with each passing game in December, we're going to get better and stronger and faster and more efficient, so that when we do tip off a conference, we should look the way that we should as a well-oiled machine.
If I had confetti, I'd throw it. Congrats on your first win. I forgot to say that right off the bat.
No problem. Thank you. And you can treat me to lunch too. How about that?
Okay, got it.